Team Infinity Season 3 dropped an MLB The Show for Chapter 1, marking the end of Season 1's inside for the next 20 or so days. 30, really, I guess. But let's go right. There's some wins, there's some losses, there's some ups, some downs. Overall, I'm just going to be honest with you. If the definition of mid is in the dictionary, this would be it. But let's go into it and see what we can see. So realistically, it's not... The formula necessarily hasn't changed a whole lot, but we can sort of start here. I think this was absolutely hilarious. They gift you a pack, and what is it? The Show Classics 1. So if you want the chance to get some of those 95s, you're going to get them for pennies on the dollar. And then Pipeline Series Pack 2. I don't remember who was in this pack, but that's now there. So the AL East cards, they sort of showed them off. We're not really going to spend a whole lot of time on there. Let's just highlight some of the ones that I think are good. Brian Roberts will be good. Wade Boggs is kind of meh. I'm not excited about DJ LeMahieu. You can kind of take a look there. Is there anything special there? Not in particular. If you tickle my pickle for sure. But there's that. There's Brad Miller who's going to be feasting. And then Tom Henke, because it's not a Blue Jays thing without Tom Henke. A lot of rinse, wash, and repeat, to be honest with you, but let's start talking about what they did here and why I think this is the dumbest thing since, well, canned bread. Now, looking at this thing here, they sort of split it up, and I kind of don't like this. You got to do 2 saves in mini seasons with AL East players. You got to get hits with AL East with every division, and in Conquest and Ks and stuff to get a fair amount of points here. So there's 3 250s and 3 5s, so 15K and... like 7, so there's a good amount of stuff here. I don't know why they decided to do this. I don't like the idea of necessarily railroading people into playing different modes. I think you should just be kind of broad and sort of go from there, especially the way things have just are. But that's just me. I'm not the majority of players, but I did see a lot of people in the chat kind of talking about this and being an L and it not being a good thing. I kind of agree, although I think these are kind of free. I just don't really see the time in doing it because you're gonna have to probably do 2 or 3 games to get these, maybe not the hits, but at least the Ks for sure, because you only get 27 outs for that. But the first pack's an L, the things are an L, the AL East players I think are fine, but what's the real dubski here is the Vault Season 1 pack that has a chance of not being diamond. Or has a chance of... is only going to be diamond. They changed the formatting of this to where it's 2 of 5 diamond or better player items from mixed rarities. So it's going to be all diamond cards, I'm guessing, live series included. And you're going to get 6 of these upon completion. Now the bummer about this is, and I don't necessarily know if they confirm this or I misheard it, but apparently this is going to be going away at the end of the month. So this is the only time you're probably going to get this, which again... pretty stupid. I think that's what I heard. I hope it's not confirmed. I don't know. But again, I don't necessarily know. I would say just taking advantage of things and playing them, I think is the best way to go. But again, I don't know. However, like I said, you're getting a Vault Season 1 pack, and it's going to have a lot of good stuff in it. So sort of keep that in mind. Now, that's all of them, but let's go through. We'll go through and look at sort of everything else here. Look at the NL East, guys. We'll flash the cards up here. There's that. Sandy Alcantara, Tom Glavine, Gary Carter, good old Mike Schmidt. I'm sorry, let me leave it up there for a second. Mike Schmidt and Andre Dawson are your NL East guys. We kind of knew this, and again, everything's rinse, wash, repeat. Also back, if you kind of care. They brought back the one moment. I don't know why. And then there's also the extreme moment again, to get a couple more. You get 10K points, so... what does that give you? Well, it gets you the first unlockable. But again, as I've said from basically the beginning, I think the grind's really going to be 60K. Once you pass 60K, it's all downhill from there. So there's that. Let's take a look at the NL Central really quick at lightning speed. We're not going to necessarily go into giant detail. Lucas Giolito here. He's got a 4-seam curve slider, and, I don't think I've always thought Lucas Giolito cards were kind of mid, to be honest with you. Cliff Lee without the insignia on the hat. There you go. Sinker Cutter he's got that. He's gonna have control, all that fun stuff. Everyone's favorite Alan Trammell. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that there. Whit Merrifield, who apparently is slower than molasses now with his steal, even though he steals like every chance you can possibly get. But hey, what do we know? And good old Harmon Killebrew. Look at that. Look at that spiffy fella. That's the AL Central. Let's take a look at the NL Central. If you haven't seen these cards already, there's a lot of them. I might have to do a separate video. Kerry Wood, who I think is going to be pretty effing amazing. He does have outliers, so enjoy that. Eric Davis, everyone loves him. I hate his swing with a fiery passion, personally, but hey, there you go. Rob Binyat, everyone's favorite shortstop. Willie Stargell, everyone's favorite disappointment. And then everyone's favorite card, Brian Ludwig, because everyone wants a 99 Ludwig. Ludwig. Wow, I keep saying Ludwig. Whatever. All right, AL West guys here, and there's one that really hurt my soul. Here's Jeff Bagwell. I'm excited. Jim Edmonds, who I think... Everyone's like, Jim Edmonds is really good. If you ever saw the definition of what a 99 looks like, look no further than Jimothy Edmonds. Blake Triton, who's going to be absolutely disgusting and amazing. Edgar Martinez, I've never used an Edgar card, but I mean, it looks okay. And then good old Ian Kinsler for the Rangers. And that's that. What's funny is I'm pretty sure they showed a 99 Mark McGwire, and that's nowhere to be found. That is nowhere to be seen, to be honest with you. So I don't know what they're doing here. But let's take a look at the drops pack. So here's the first card for the new series. Topps now Tyler Black. Take a look there. Not too shabby. His vision's a little bit high, but these cards are 95s. It looks like he'll be decent enough. I don't know if he's necessarily going to get a whole lot of use. Brent Harris here. Hit 2 home runs, I think, in the same inning. Or someone did. Oh, Brent Rooker did. I think they can do a little bit better for that one. Christian Scott, Mets starting pitcher, gets a card there, which is always, delightful and stuff for Mets fans. I'm happy for you. Final card here is Joey Luperfrito. That's the most Italian name I can hear. And this is back again, so you get the choice pack. Ellie is in drop 4, if you still sort of looking for Ellie. We can do last week's too, which had Max Fried, if you kind of want that. I don't necessarily know which one to pick. I'm just, I would say nothing back here. I would say stick from 4 up. Kind of depends. And then 90. The card at the end of this is 99 Jerkson Profar. He's got a good enough arm. Not the greatest of speed, but he'll be in left. I think he'll play fine. You could always put him at first if you really wanted to. So if you want to hide him there. But again, he should be fine in left, and also you have a DH spot. Again, to get him, do all those moments right there. I always suggest doing general missions and just pounding and going to town on something. And yeah, so those are all the packs cards. We'll get to that here in a second. We're going to do this at lightning speeds. I want this to be kind of quick. Jumping over to the online multiplayer mode. Oh boy, let's talk about ranked. Let's take a look at the ranked program. So taking a look at the ranked program, a lot of packs, a lot of stuff, a lot of hoobity-hoobity-hoo, how-about-hoobity-hoo. Once you get to this level, you get the 50 home run milestone. Prince Fielder, who's, his arm will disappear into his titty. But hey, he's going to swing for it. He's got good enough fielding. I haven't seen necessarily a great Prince Fielder card, but hey, it's a free 99. We all love 99s. So if you get him later on, he'll probably be worth about 30 nickels. World Series rewards are the new, quote-unquote, new legend, Jake Arrieta. Don't necessarily care about him too much. Yeah, Jake Arrieta is not that exciting, personally, in my book, but, who knows. The one who's exciting is Hip Hip Jorge here. Max contact versus right and left. I know. I'm excited, too. He'll bring it there if you all the way get up to World Series. And, of course, you just got packs and things that make me cry. Then there's all your missions here for playing solo missions or ranked missions. I know. I, too, am excited. And then for here, it's just K's extra base hits and runs. Again, I hope your nipples are percolating like mine, because by golly. Moving on to the other disappointment of this, let's take a look at BR. We've entered the fun part where we're recycling even older cards. Here comes Brad Hand, everyone's favorite lefty, at 87. Then we got Charlie Morton, this card has been around since the dawn of time. But I love it because it's a reliever. Good old Eric Lauer comes back. I hope you're excited, Brewers fans. And, of course, Tyler, none other than the McGill. I know. Moving on to the 90s overalls, we got the All-Star Rockaroo, Duke Schneider, Austin Hayes, and Prime, Julio Teheran. And then jump into the last thing here, the 95 overall. Ronnie, we totally didn't butcher this card. Mercutio, Tommy Edmond, yep, Brian Reynolds from monthly awards from a couple years ago, and Troy Gloss, who forgets how to hit righties. I know, I'm excited too. And if you decide to do this entire program, what do you get? Well, let me show you, everybody. You get Hannes Wagner, the utility man extraordinaire with 500 steals. He's a slappy little fella. Enjoy. And also you can get Johnny Cueto. The excitement is mounting. And that's that. There's all the fun stuff. Now let's talk about... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I lied. Let's take a look at the events, because this is also one's favorite. Here you go. There's your rewind pack. And you get Tyler Rogers if you decide to muster up the courage to win 10 games. 3 pitches, sinker, slider, four seam. Hold the applause. Jumping on over to the end here. Matty O. He's got some power. Can't hit lefties worth a darn. But it's Matty O. His live series may or may not be better. You debate amongst yourselves. Vision 65, so there's no boost. And of course, the rewind pack again. I'm not saying you should get Dante Bichette, but I'm just going to leave that there. Sound good? All right, let's move on to SDS's favorite content, the packs, the stuff you need to buy. Also, get your free Paul Skeens if you're a dummy like me and bought him. Or I think I packed him. Now I have 2. I don't know what to do. Get your free show pack, and let's talk about the home stretch, which is an absolute abomination here. Another Trevor Story. Yep. Kongai Senga with the 4-seam cutter, forkball, slider, and slurve. Yep. Good old Samuel Belasco. Catcher, lefty. Pretty good stats there, as you can see below. 104, 90, 106, 88. I'm flabbergasted. We got Max Clark, who apparently everyone loves. I never used his card last year. 111, 88, 173. Can play the outfield. He's pretty fast and speedy. Probably will be pretty decent there. And then we have the flashback. Good old Aaron Loop before he became a piece of crap and played for the Angels. I'm not sorry about that. Got that there. Future Stars flashback. Sean Murphy. And I believe Garrett Mitchell as well. Look at that. He's a speedy fella as well. And that's that. Looking at the new headliner and chase pack. The chase pack is the snazzy, delectable Paul Skeens. 4-seam slider, sinker, Vulcan, change in the slurve. His numbers are delectable and delightful. He's going to have outliers, so he's going to throw hard, getting you ready for his debut tomorrow. I'm assuming they're giving out this card because they're going to boost it probably tomorrow. So make sure you get it. And then we got the Volt pack, and then there was the new headliner. Let me find him. Good old Goose Gossage. I don't care. I suck with Goose Gossage cards, but if you don't, there you go. Enjoy that, everybody else. And all that fun stuff. But again, let's wrap this up by the thing we usually do in the beginning and take a look at the good old calendar. Is there anything special behind me? Next week we got rosters, downgrades, and upgrades. The Lightning Season player, a Freeman Diamond player pack. Yippee Skippy, they're so kind. New program on the 23rd, along with new ranked on the 23rd as well. So that's about everything. You're welcome. Again, I said this before and I'll say it again. I think the program's the living definition of mint. If you liked it, cool. It is a bunch of free 99s. That's all we're all about. Hey, it's a win for us. Let me know down below. Do you think this was an absolute dubski or an absolute L? Let me know. Was it a mid? I don't know. I think it's mid, to be honest with you. It's kind of rough when you're only got, I think, like 30 days to 30 days to get this stuff done, and allegedly it disappears, which is sort of dumb, in my opinion. But right now, as recording this, we got 28 days and 10 hours, and there's double XP, so go hog wild. I'm sure there'll be more because they want everyone to get those boss packs. So that being said, see you guys all in the next one.